Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, where we return to the very beginning of Act 2. Act 2 as we entered Defiance Bay yesterday. And I was exploring Defiance Bay, like looking around, visiting some locations. We did get a quest, some side quests or tasks, but yeah, I just went through all the regions. I didn't go to the bridge. I think I can do that later. So we visited all these locations, and we discovered that the Temple of Woedica I was supposed to find. On surface, it's in ruins, but with main character's Watcher abilities, we saw a ghost that revealed that the actual Temple of Woedica is reachable through the catabombs underground. So that's where we are heading. But we'll kick this episode off with level ups, as we have everyone but Hiravias, the druid, the latest recruit. Everyone else has leveled up just by visiting locations. That's a nice thing about this game, that you get experience by just visiting places. So let's start with Sakani, and in a way, Izumark as well. Let's see what we do. I think I was going basically for 10 survival on them, so that she can have accuracy bonus if needed. So basically I will need to save these, or I could now take athletics, and then next level I should have 7 points for the survival. Yeah, let's take the 1 point in athletics now, so we get, if she gets hit. And then, what do we do in here? So, we have been doing quite a lot of tanking with Izumark. So, we could do the Resilient Companion. It's passive, no micromanagement. If we have Faithful, they are less likely to get charmed and stuff, which is also useful. And if we would just want to focus on damage, kind of assuming that, okay, we will be doing the tanking with Aether and my character, then we could do this Merciless. Hey Cillian, thank you so much first of all for the hello in the beginning of the stream, but thank you for joining on YouTube side. I think that's number 4 member. Thank you so much for that. I don't have any alerts for the YouTube side, but big cheers. Thank you so much for that. In a way, I could go for the damage, because if everything goes well, she wouldn't be she wouldn't be tanking, but Izumark wouldn't be tanking either. So maybe I'll go for the Merciless. On the other hand, accurate wounding shot could be pretty good with the +10 accuracy, hitting harder targets. Hey Lishin, welcome. I always have the option to respec. So let's go for the Merciless Companion. We like Izumark, so let's make Izumark better. So that's level 6 Ranger on Sakani. Let's do Aloth next. Aloth is my mechanics, aka Trap Finder and Lockpicker. Although it would benefit to maybe get them to survival 7 to get double damage reduction. but let's go for the mechanics. I think I will need it here in the catacombs as well. And then now we still don't get level 4 spells, but we will get 1 level 3 spell. We could pick from the level 1 as well, but there's only one I don't know. And somewhere that I don't know in level 2. Let me just check that. What would we have here? Burn damage. Yeah. I think I will just find one from here, but there's a ton of level 3 spells. Okay. This becomes nightmarish, so this could terrify. Terrify, which makes them pretty effective in tanking, so that would not be a bad choice. Corrode damage in Noxus burst. This is kind of the wizard tanking, because it's for the caster, so not for my build. Creates a ball of energy, causing burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage. Lights are continually replenished until the spell ends. Minor blights. So is it random? Caster until weapon changed for 78. Ball of energy in the caster's hand that can be thrown. Ah, right. So this basically gives them like additional weapon in a way. Okay, expose vulnerabilities. At some point, I think the enemies will get tougher, so things like this could be useful. I do like the -10 concentration as well. It would help with interrupts and stuff. Increase speed. Weakening it, converting its life force to the caster as endurance. Okay. Creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in the area of effect. Okay. This is a way to counter enemy buffs. Don't think I have many such abilities yet. I think eventually it's relatively easy to learn all spells through various tomes. But I'm thinking I would take the exposed vulnerabilities. I have pretty good set of spells already. I think I will take this just as something that if I face a really tough enemy, this could be useful. Okay, Arcane Veil is again like for battle mage or tank. Generates a blast on the targets when using wand. Oh, that's interesting. So it makes their wand to have generates blast on the targets. I think I might like that. Bonus spells, always nice. I think I will try this blast, because occasionally we are just using the wand. Let's go with blast. Durance is my lore man, but we will be increasing the survival as well. Okay. Painful introduction, so modify the introduction to either do damage or be empowered. Inspired Flame. Gain an accuracy bonus with sword or arquebus. Cast a special version of Burst of Summer Flame. Interesting. Modifies Holy Radiance. Instead of basically a self-buff. Inspiring Radiance. I do like this. I used Holy Radiance every battle. Yeah, I think I like the Inspiring Radiance. Let's do Aether next and then my character Chanter last. Aether, probably gonna go for... No, actually there for endurance. Endurance for them is great. I think the 7 for the double damage reduction is already quite a lot. After that, the endurance for the bigger second wind just helps. Okay. Modifies Defender. +5 to all defenses except deflection. Rapid Recovery. Modifies Constant Recovery. Makes them pretty good at it. But I don't have Hold the Line yet. So the Hold the Line could be something. I think I will take the Hold the Line, that's what Aether is doing. So they can take one more enemy. The short bus. I don't always get to see the live streams, but I've been subbed to YouTube since the first Legend of Grimrock. That is about 12 years. Good to have you here. Okay, then my Chanter. We will wait for points in here. So basically this time I can take 1 in athletics. And we'll get the survival 7 next time. And then the invocations. Causes enemies in the area to be terrified. Terrified is pretty good. Let's see. Start from the bottom. Rejoice. Restore endurance and grant immunity to frightened and terrified. This is pretty good. Just from the that we would be healing and at least not frightened or terrified. We could be charming enemies. Requires 4 phrases and chanted. Thing is, like, I think the ghost is so good that when would I cast something we get in here? They need to be really good for me to use them. Decreases the duration of and defense against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed and petrified effects. This is what I was struggling with when we were fighting those enemies in the one area I visited before Defiance Bay. Minus 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds is a long time. I kind of like this shatter. Shatter their shackles. Stray soul fragments to form 2 willow wisps that fight for the party. Conjures 3 worms. Just for sheer numbers. Basically, I think the first thing we are doing would be summoning. But then when we have something like this that we can paralyze enemies in a 6.2 meter cone. That's a lot of paralyzing, even if it is for 10 seconds. Right, this was something that kind of was a one-time thing, and this actually summons worms. I kinda like this, that we would be paralyzing things. I think I will take that and see how it works. Let's take that. Beloved spirits. Increasing ancient memories healing capability. That is not a bad choice. Did I take the shield and... Yeah, I think I took that already. Do we want... Let me just see... Superior deflection. Defense against paralyzed, weakened thunder. Yeah, that's pretty good as well. Mental fortress. I don't think I'm even yet able to actually tank anything. So I'm thinking that we would maybe increase the ancient memory. Just to heal more. Let's do that. Okay. So that kicked things off by leveling the characters up. Let's, for my character, check the chants. So we are currently chanting reducing slashing and piercing damage. I'm thinking that I would more be terror and frightening. I think I will change that to be like this. And I could even reduce the... Maybe I will do... This other one would be if we face spellcasters, I would only be chanting at the concentration reduction. No, actually, it is better to do something else in here. Oh, this one is longer. Right, this one is longer. Right. Okay, then we're probably gonna do something like this. No, that's one. We're gonna have the frightening and terroring happening right away. And then we have the one if we are facing spellcasters. And we're gonna do the one. We have a level 2 Chanter spells here. So that will work. Level 6. Level up 6. I don't know why I'm naming these, because I'm really not gonna roll back unless something weird happens. But yeah, let's go to the catacombs. We'll be looking around in Defiance Bay later. There was one thing that kind of confused me in the task that we got. Because there was a message about done route no row, and I thought that would be a place here in Defiance Bay, but at least I couldn't find it, so I will get back to that later. But yeah, let's go to the catacombs. Probably gonna be facing some sort of enemies. Interesting to see what level this place is. Okay, there's gonna be a ghost here right away. And in here we are also looking for Rowena, Dalton's partner from long time ago. And the main quest is never far from the Queen.
Of course.
Dead initiates. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries toward you, as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place come to usher its way. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now. Walking deeper into the catacombs, clothed in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure, wearing a robe much like yours. Others wait, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing and his clothes are shredded. Okay. So there is gonna be a troll in here. Probably. Maybe.
Hey.
Nice and slow.
Vicious, foul-smelling sludge ebbs on the trench.
All right then.
Five. Okay, it's moving slowly. Means we could do something about that. Let's just pull it in. Let's go half speed. And then let's use some abilities here.
Yeah?
See, that's
I'm here.
fine. This one is once per rest. Yeah.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay, it's already attacking. So your attack is kinda useless. You should just actually knock it down if you can. Okay, the shot did go off.
I'm here.
How may I help? Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying.
Okay, the knockdown is not gonna hurt, not gonna work.
Yeah.
Rest. Attack. Need to mark behind it. Only radiance.
What?
Okay, Either can handle that pretty well. We don't need the defender. Yeah, we can tank an enemy like this super easy. Either let's take a second wind even that we don't need it.
Yeah?
Single enemy like that's very easy for us. Did lose 7 health on that, so basically nothing.
Hey.
I'll take a look.
Oh. Not one in there. The game auto paused there. Okay, let's go to normal speed.
Hey.
Just in case
You're not
pull
getting
it.
through me.
Pull it like this.
Hey. Hey.
Quete.
What?
Yeah? I see him.
Okay, some AoE coming from here. Let's go here and you take that one. Here. Radiance. Days. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Hey.
Okay, put multiple paths here that are possible. Okay, since there is a first door here, let's open it. Okay. That corridor smells so much like a trap that we'll check it. Greater Black Ooze. That is a slightly tougher enemy. Okay. Maybe there is no trap. That's a big one. Okay, everyone else out of stealth. Either into the fray with the big one.
Quete.
Let's work on the small ones.
See him.
Kill the small. Okay, yeah, these guys hit harder. Obviously.
What? How may I help?
Let's do... AoE there. This guy is in the back, so let's hit the big guy. Little bit burst there. Let's do one burn there to keep this fight relatively quick. Okay, it's already dead.
What?
Okay, that thing is almost dead. So we should be fine here. Just don't go into the... Oh, no. Get away from our own AoE, fools. Okay, that was good.
Hey. Hey.
It was level 6 on the biggest ooze, so
I'll stay out of sight.
right in there. Let's walk around with Aloth, who is the best scout. Biggest enemy was us, true. True that. Balloon. Yellow-orange fruit. That's what is it doing in catacombs? Are we grave robbing here? These memorials, these are for the Kickstarter backers. Onis.
Hey.
Nothing else. Wait. Did this one close and trap us in? Oh. Did I accidentally click it? Maybe I accidentally clicked. I'm constantly sneaking just in case we, because we are also searching when we are doing this. I think maybe my character should have some mechanics. So that I wouldn't need to like take Aloth forward. Let's not go there yet, that looks scary. Let's kind of check this side. Let's take the double speed. So the game speed is double, but we are still moving slow. Okay, nothing there. Let's check this and then see this and then go upstairs. Or higher. Okay, we don't see a way in here yet. Okay, it's a long one. Long. More black ooze. Let's just go. Sneak off. Is there a sneak attack if we do it like this? Just the others are slower in their attacks if we...
Yes?
They don't drop their stealth like right away.
That's not very helpful. Hey. Hey.
Okay. This is kind of a... This whole thing feels like a preview to the actual fights that are coming ahead. Durance is always taking the... Grunge is always taking the bigger hits. Can I knock these guys down? No, they are immune.
This thing is doing the job.
I will still save the one heal I have for health. We'll do
I'm
that
on the
later.
trail.
This seems like a dead end. This does continue somewhere. Okay. Let's go back. Let's scout this area first. Ah, okay, maybe this is actually just like a little ramp. And actually, yeah, it would be connecting in there. Let's check this whole thing first and then check the individual. Oh, there's a ooze down there. Okay, let's scout these ones first. Aloth. Ah. Yeah. Trap disarmed. Fine mail armor, nothing new to us, so we don't need it. Okay, that's fine. Money. Lockpicks.
Of course.
Yeah, ooze, I see you.
You might find this interesting.
Good catch. And also tells us that we are proper level. Aura of stealth. Friendly aura. Cloak of prevalent shadows. Probably take that to Aloth. Also, Aloth is not exactly the stealth guy. Wait, did I have anyone who has like stealth? Did I make anyone actually stealthy? Not really. So might as well be Aloth. They do have the spell defense bonus. I'll give that to Durance because they seem to be getting hit by spells a lot. They have the disengagement bonus. Let's just give you that. Well, let me give that to you if you go cat mode. Okay, nothing. Let's take care of the little oozes in here. Then I think I'll go back over the bridge.
What?
Yeah, single ooze was quick and easy.
I shall be discreet.
Let's see what we have in here. Sporelings, but when we see one of these sporelings, it means the big guys are around as well, and they are a little bit tougher, but we handled them already at the very beginning. So I think we are fine. I think we might fight here if possible. Aside a bit. Later. Okay, this guy saw us. Get a stroll as well. Let's do defender. Get this guy. Okay, hello. It's a bigger one. Slicken. Days. Almost perfect with
Need something?
with the AoE there.
Ready, Watcher.
What?
Let's wait with that holy radiance bits. Okay, those guys are still coming around. To get the web out. Let's kill that guy. Then all of you kill that guy.
Need something?
This thing isn't doing the
The Varu Peon Seek!
A little bit of burn there. I think I will put the ghost out instead of using the paralyze. So far so good. Ain't been taking much damage.
Crow.
That's one next. Either here. I accidentally disengaged, but that ended up actually being a good thing.
Crow. Oh,
Okay, they're still on Ether. Let's focus down one of the trolls. And Raz is a little bit too close. Still not much damage. The AoE and the place we are fighting in kind of worked really nicely. I think we could delay these guys even more if I wanted, but let's see how this goes.
Ready, Watcher.
The ghost is tanking one of the trolls, which is good. the Sporling. My guy around.
Dead on.
Okay, either will tank the troll. My guy is there as a backup. Izumark, make sure Durance is not hit. And let's take the troll down.
Ready, Watcher.
Start using the Berest abilities.
How may I help?
Still no need for the Holy Radiance, really. My guy can go around and attack this troll as well. You can go. These guys are in the back, which is working kind of nicely for us. Let's take this to health speed. Actually, maybe not. I don't need it. Straight in the middle of the fight, we receive information from the stronghold that the dungeons have been built. Weird. Let's put the ghost up again instead of using the paralyze. Ghost was a little bit on the side. Let's go for the Sporling. These guys are very nicely waiting for their turn. Focus on taking this Sporling down. Okay, that guy's dead. The troll's on. Okay. This guy is trying to do something. Trying to do something there. Let's make sure they don't attack Durance. Okay, Either did pull them in. Very nice. Another ghost. Attack here. Yes. You still have the other blast. Let's do the Holy Radiance now.
Poison.
Don't remember if the trolls can be knocked down. Oh, they can be. Nice. Let's try this to paralyze them. Oh, that is... Paralyze is pretty good. This went rather well. Like, we didn't really take endurance damage during the fight much at all. Either tanked for about 100 health points, which was really good for that sort of fight. I think that's might have been the best fight I have done in this game so far. Of course, we are level appropriate as well, but that was really good. Oh no, it's the dank spore. It's too dank memes. I don't remember if these guys are like. Or are these guys like staying in one place? Oh, they charmed Aether. Confused. Okay, that's fine.
Hey,
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Some bodies in there. Let's first check around. It's on the other side. And more dank spores in there. Fine club, vessel bone.
hey. You might find this interesting.
Haha. Thank you.
Hey.
Always satisfying when you walk around in search mode and actually find something. Oh, Aether is actually fighting from that position. Okay, interesting.
Up here.
Yeah, so they basically became an enemy for a while. Okay, I need to be careful with that.
Keeping an eye out.
Careful with that. Okay. So we'll basically send Aether here as bait. And then we actually engage.
Ready, Watcher.
I'll stay out of sight.
Spirit shield. So far, relatively simple. Kind of nothing. No such fight that I would have like had to rest, for example. Just a couple of spells there to control the fights in the previous one, but nothing more than that. Okay. Check with our trap finder. Morning Star.
Indeed. All right then.
Someone is camping in here. Be a good place to save. The small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Greetings.
After a moment, however, he smiles weakly. Hello there, wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. What are you doing down here? I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in catacombs much, not until you anyway. Okay, so I could go for survival or stealth if I had any, or intellect. Just go for the survival. You're hiding from something or someone. Yeah, I guess that's plain enough to see. Very well, it's true. I've been hiding from knights down here, but it isn't what you think. It was an accident. What was? It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I got involved in city business, if I made the right friends, it would get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements of all things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he'd had a little too much to drink. And I guess he didn't like an Orlan talking back at him. I struck him, he came towards me, and I hit him, and he bent over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Leon lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out he was a knight. Crucible knights won't care how it happened, they just want me gone. They won't let me live enough to see the rope. Please, he looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again, I swear it. I'll live quietly. But you can't. Please, you can't tell them I'm here. I could take a prisoner. So this would be option to get them to my stronghold. I have been kind of going with this sort of good approaches here, so we could continue on the benevolent path. Benevolent path, so maybe that's what I will do. Or just tell them that their secret is safe. Let's just give them the money. This is... They said you were a kind soul, but I wouldn't have imagined. This will see me out of the city and well away. Wait a minute. Who said what? Whoa, wait, what? Who said I was a kind soul? That was a weird comment. That was a really weird comment. What? Rabbit fur gloves. New task unwanted. Also, hey there, Jimmy. Your Deus Ex Human Revolution roleplay will be forever in my brain. Glad you are still doing your thing. Yeah, good to have you here. Okay, and also Hiravi has leveled up. And stuff happening in the stronghold, so let's take care of those. Let's first walk around in here and see if the guy left something behind. Let's take the books. Okay, we could camp here because there's supplies. So I could come back here and rest for a while. Let's take care of the stronghold business first, because first of all, the thing that Kana was doing, the page unturned, is finished. A series of murders has shocked and terrorized the scribes of White Rock Isle. Sequestered in their island monastery in the Boot of Ondrats, they have little success reaching out for the main hand of help. So we sent Kana there After failing to prevent 2 additional deaths, Kana and the monks were able to track down a murderer. The murderer, a secretive scribe of the order that the other monks believed had died years ago. In reality, the scribe had been hiding in the catacombs beneath the monastery and progressively destroying heretical works. Wait a minute, what if this guy was the same? They were hiding in the catacombs and they were doing nasty things. I was like, hey, take 300 copper, bye, without even just believing the man. Anyway, when the monk started to catch on, he killed anyone who raised suspicion. Rather than face punishment, the scribe leaped from the highest tower of the monastery to his death. And we gained experience from it and 1 minor item. Blind Monk's Venom. 5 uses once per encounter. Okay. Taxes collected. Lost some for bandits still, even with 26 security. Interesting. Okay. We have the hirelings here. There was the brutish warrior who was visiting, so I think I will hire them. I didn't know I can do it from here, so that's nice. Giving me a couple of extra defense. I was hiring the ones that were giving some defense. Maybe I'll take the shock mage as well. I don't want to lose money to the bandits anymore. Let's take the warden of the wild as well. Let's take the soldier. Take everyone who gives defense. Okay, can't hire anymore. Now we have a good squad. Right, and I need to go to Stronghold to change the party. Okay, let's build something. Towers. Barracks I have built. Merchant stall, craft hall, curio shop. Hitch maze. Warden's lodge. It's kind of nice, it gives +2/+2. Yeah, let's go for the Warden's Lodge first. Okay, that was nice.
All right then.
Okay, and this was that, so there's still this one room that we did not visit, and then that way is the one we haven't done anything about. Okay, this one needs to be opened.
The work of a moment.
Human skeleton. Lot of stealths. So many of them. Let's have the defender on.
Quack.
Ooh, skeletal wizard. Okay, that will be a little bit nasty. Let's I'll move over a little. Let's see, can we attack from behind either here? Let's do a little spell there.
What?
Daze them.
Can't get a good. Shot this.
Okay, now they are in the paralyzed path. If
Yes.
things come down to that, let's move you over because you are taking hits.
I'm here.
Radiance.
Yeah? How may I help? Words and rock!
Oh, that was a nasty spell. I'm not sure if fighting on this doorway was the right idea with those guys in there.
Yeah?
Paralyzed them. That was a little bit messier because the casters were able to hit us so many times. So, all in all, okay. Let's see what we have in here. Any other stuff? Any other stuff hiding here? Check with it's our stealthy specialist looking for traps, secrets. Money. Scale armor. Yeah, I think because I did kind of most of the side quests in Act 1, we are just a little on the higher side for this one, so things are relatively easy. Not struggling even that the difficulty is hard.
I'll stay out of sight.
This side is new, so let's go from here and do save. Grave robbing, another classic, yep. Kind of I'm role-playing that it's not tagged as any sort of a penalty in game, so we can do it, but I have not been doing stealing on purpose. Stealing from the... Stealing from the inn, for example. Okay, there's probably gonna be multiple things in here. Let's take a look. Let's do the defender. Either in there. We're afraid with you. I could check this side. Okay, no one around.
How may I help?
These guys back here.
Hey. Need something?
Can't get a good shot with this.
Okay, these guys were easy. Without
Steady does it.
without the mages slapping our backs, that was easy. Okay. Speaking of which, actually, either this way. Let's take care of this side first. You guys here.
How may I help?
Cage. Get him out. Get him. There.
Ready, Watcher.
Take the archer out.
Yes? Need something?
Ready, Watcher.
Knocked all those guys down. Focus these guys down. Let's go first.
Yes? Hey.
Hit her. Keep on slapping. Accidental disengage there.
Yeah?
That guy's dead. Kill this guy. Kill this guy.
Hi?
You didn't ask how big the room is. I said cast fireball. Rans, Radiance, Days.
How may I help?
Slap them. Okay. Definitely some health damage from that one, but that was overall still relatively smooth, even that I got surprised from two directions. I didn't expect to be engaged from two directions, but I think I did a more or less perfect slicken. Knocked all those guys down for little moments, giving me time to kill these guys, and then proceeded.
Hey.
I think I was a little bit worried as we had a couple of tough fights, but I think I was just under-leveled for those. And I was a little rusty yesterday because it had been a month since I played. But right now, it feels like I can actually play this game. Yesterday I kind of felt I couldn't play this game anymore. Now it feels better. Solid tactical choices, better positioning, just all in all, much better. I did take a little bit of health damage, and we might be running into bigger fights. So I will actually run back to the loot where we had one camping supplies. I will camp off everything. I will level up Iravius, and we'll get our stuff back. Let's do the athletics on you. Could give some mechanics to someone else as well, but let's go with that. We can increase the burning stuff, which I kind of like. Or we could take more utility with field triage as well, so that we could heal someone. I think I will actually take that one. I kind of like to have one guy as a healer, because otherwise we can only take this. And if we get into these tougher fights, I also have to think about that. What if I but I'm about to take a rest. I should be using the per rest abilities more aggressively when needed. Are we fighting like vessels when we are fighting skeletons? Skeletons are spirits. Changing the spirits. Maybe something will go with that, and the damage reductions too. Someone should maybe have more stealth, but haven't really felt the need yet. Okay, it's gonna be loot this one so we get
Hey.
get the other camping supplies again, and then we can move on. Let's do a quick save.
I'll take a look.
And 2 ways out, 1 corpse in there. Let's check the direction without the corpse first. Okay, another corpse here as well. So eventually kind of, I assume that corridors will start to have some
Of course.
traps in them. Then I'm not sure if...
That dwarf's taking all she can!
How many seconds was that? That was not much. I'm so good. I'm so good at jinxing. It's incredible.
You might find this interesting.
Oh, brother, that is hilarious.
All right then.
So yeah, having stealth on my main character could be useful because they are there in the front line, we would see the traps, so that wouldn't happen. Oh, jeez. Okay, I don't know what's happening in here. A lone figure in tattered robes shuffles across the chamber, muttering under its breath. As you approach, the figure halts and swivels its head toward you. Helic of Thane. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helic's work? Its voice rattles and gurgles like a drowning man. I'm not gonna voice act that. You're Helic? Dalton sent me to look for Rowena. He leans back and bursts into raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet, and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters black vicious fluid on the floor with every cackle. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was very long ago. Interesting. So is this the one who killed Rowena? This is a spellcaster. I think that's a tome in their hand. This could get interesting. Dalton believes that Rowena is in the catacombs. He seems to restrain another bout of chuckling. Oh, you would say that. If you were to retrieve my grimoire from Mordred, I'll let you in on the secret. Retrieve your grimoire from Mordred. What if I just beat the secrets out of you? Interesting. What do you need me to do? When animes started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research would meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Brackenbury Sanitarium for a few months when I met Mordred. Let's just say Mordred and I didn't see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously that bastard made good on his threats. He runs a jagged fingernail along his oozing wound, sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping and dumped my body in the catacombs. Well, you're standing here now. I had preserved my mind and memories with Ingwithan magic and few timely preparations. Yet now my soul is anchored to this decaying husk. Moira stole a life from me and left me with this wrecked corpse and this craving. He clutches at his stomach and glances at you hungrily, but only for a second. Moira keeps all this precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. He offers you a key with a claw-like hand. On your way to Brackenbury Sanitarium, then, bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena. What are those creatures behind you? Just a few personal projects. Sorry souls stuck in their mortal shells. Their flesh is as dead as mine, though their minds are not as well maintained. They flock to me like worms to drakes. They're not half as intelligent, but they serve an amusement. So what are you doing down here? Research, a hodgepodge of animancy and necromancy. I have peace and quiet as well as abundant supply of subjects. Interesting.
Hey.
I'm on the trail.
Okay. Revenant. Do you mind if I take your secret stuff? Rite of Youthful Spirits. Looks like you don't mind me taking your stuff. Tarnished lockets. A grim assortment of rusty blades adorns this table. Dust and cobwebs have been swept aside from various alchemical implements, though coated with rust and grit they look recently used.
Hey.
Okay, so is this other path the same?
You should see this.
Mm-hmm. Failed to disarm. Okay. Higher level stuff.
I wonder what this is.
Okay, this would have been the harder way.
Hey.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
I have sometimes I have a eerily accurate like sixth sense. Sixth sense for things like that. But wait a minute. Was there a door at the very beginning that I did not open? Did I just do like an extra part? Because nothing about this is for... Unless it continues forward. It's for the Temple of Woedica. Yeah, that was... just talking and thinking about stealth and then... thinking about the mechanics. So that I could avoid traps and then it happens. Maybe there's actually something there. Does it continue forward? Oh, that's does that way continue somewhere? This way. This does continue. Ah, yes. Okay. Was fine. We were here doing a thing, so something should be around. Ooh. Older robed man. Wait, didn't we see this face in the very beginning? At the pillars? In front of you looms the ghostly hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Great Tomb, my dear.
I wish there was some signal that there's gonna be a voice acting. Scared me. Yes, I was born there.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Great Tomb. What made you decide to join our order?
I'm honestly not sure.
As long as you are assured in your faith, the rest is not so important. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
I am. ...
Steady does it.
Okay. Temple of Woedica. Okay, I see someone in there. Okay, now I'm terrified of the traps, but it's kind of one location.
That's unusual.
What is? Wait, what did you find? There's nothing highlighted here. Oh, you find a secret wall. Ah, right. It's not highlighted, but it's changed the icon here. Let me talk to this one guy first. Why is there a guy in here? The mercenary eyes you warily as you approach, his weapon readied. What are you doing here? You don't look like one of that masked lots. Okay, let's go with intelligent. Relax. How would I know to be here if I didn't belong? Alright then. Go on in and report to the acolytes and she'll give you your assignment. They should be just about finished with their meeting in the big chamber. What's going on around here? Word of advice, friend. Don't ask questions. Just go and do what you're told. I will still ask you one question, that if you know anything about this place. As far as I can tell, we're underneath first fires, probably under that ruined temple.
Hey.
Okay, so I think maybe this secret path that I found, thanks to Aloth,
I'll stay out of sight.
is... Wait, what? Can I... It shows clickable, but there's nothing I can do, so is this just a... Is this actually away from the other side, but we somehow discovered it? Okay, that was weird. Maybe that is just away from the other... kind of back this side when we are coming back. Mercenary, mercenary, mercenary. Why are there mercenaries in here? Okay. Money.
Hey.
Sure. If you don't want it, I will take it.
Hey. Quiet.
Mercenary, mercenary, mercenary.
I wonder what this is.
Good job, Aleph. Fine rod.
Hey.
Yeah, that one is locked.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Mercenary. Steal their food.
Of course.
If it's not tagged as stealing by the game, then it's not stealing for me. Is this the... Is this the acolytes? Book lies on the table, its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography. Initiates, it is. It's another one of those books. Yeah, the game tells me I could pick that chest, but it feels odd that he's standing there that I would do it.
Hey. Well met, friend.
A lone figure paces back and forth, tapping his fingers at his sides, muttering to himself. He jumps when he sees you, his hands on his chest. But flame, you startled me. Where's your mask? That's it. I'd left something at home. Well, don't let anyone inside see you without it. They're keen on anonymity. Tell me about the meeting. This must be your first time. The Acolyte communicates... Alright, it was Acolyte who we were supposed to find, not initiate, of course. With each of us individually to hear for our progress on old tasks and to assign us new ones. He shivers with mixture of pleasure and dread. It's a unique process. She's a cipher, so she can speak to you without words. Fascinating until you realize she can probably read your thoughts just as easily. What do you know about these tasks? Only what I absolutely need to. We protect the secret of the card, so discretion is essentials. We receive our instructions from the Acolyte just as she receives hers from someone else, and so on, right up to the Grandmaster. Our role here is to obey, knowing as little about the overall plan and each other as possible. How can you be confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? That's easy. The Leaden key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. You only have to look around to see the perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all, and the heresy of animancy has only worsened matters. Try to replace a soul, and you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning. There are some powers we just shouldn't have. Tell me about these secrets. You shouldn't even be asking. Whatever they are, they're secrets for a reason. It's obvious to guard them, not to know them. I see. We've been entrusted with important work. It's an honor, but not without its challenges. So what are you doing here? I've been practicing the passphrases. I know them backwards and forwards, but I get so nervous every time I think about repeating them to acolytes. You can practice on me. Wink. No, we can't wink at him. We will wink at others. Okay. Here goes. I'm having War Tales flashbacks from the Inquisitions. Anyway, first question. State your name and purpose. Answer. My name belongs to the guards and my hand to their service. What company do you seek? I seek the company of shadows, that our labors remain secret. I bet when we get there, the game will give us options where they have these same keywords but in a different order or something. Like my name belongs to the hand and my card to their service, something like that. Okay. Name belongs to the cards, my hand to their service. I seek the company of shadows, that's how labors may remain secrets. Tell me of your labors, third question. To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones of the guards have buried. I do wish these go to the journal and I don't have to remember these personally. How do you know your purpose? You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and oath on my soul. Fifth question. And how is your oath guarded? It is sealed by the Leaden key. Sounds like you got it. I do, I think. I'm just going to practice a few more times by myself before my meeting. Can I borrow your hood? Of course not. The acolyte will kill me for sure if I approach her without it. Okay, so I could borrow it with resolve, but let me go for that, and I will quick save. I have a suspicion there's a hood in this
I'll see what
this
I can
chest.
Do. The work of a moment.
There was not. Okay. Right. So how do I find myself hood then? So we would have options to take one from him.
Of course.
This side is weird, like secret, but how to activate that?
Nice and slow.
Oh, now I see it's highlighted there. Okay.
I'll stay out of sight.
I somehow missed this purple glow. Makes sense. Ah! Fuck. Were we just paralyzed? No, wait, that's a friendly spell. Wait, what? That's a friendly spell. No, wait. What the fuck? It said endurance recovery. I'm confused.
Hey.
I'm just completely confused. What was that? The effect said endurance recovery, but no. That effect was because of the passive effects.
Hey.
Okay, well that was the stupid standing in a trap.
Indeed.
Entrance recovery can be negative. That was probably it, or that the entrance recovery is actually from the passive effects that we have, and then the spell effect was actually not visible. Rugged Wilderness Hats. Constitution and Survivor. Okay. I think you hear the faint sound of whispering coming from the skulls, but the words are unintelligible.
All right then.
I should just apparently now the traps are getting more common, so I need to just check for traps whenever.
How may I help? Hey.
Okay. So we know we need a mask, and we have like basically a way to get the mask by lying to that one guy. We don't really know anything about this place apart from the fact that kind of we are supposed to be here, but we are not supposed to be here. If that makes any sense. It doesn't. But anyway. Is this like a public path or... Loth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering.
Back, ye clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
Oloth, hey, now's not the best time for that. It's nothing, I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger anyhow.
Hey.
Okay. What the hell was that?
I'll take a look.
That's very weird. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. Okay, I think just what we have here, I think I need to take that hood and go in alone. It feels I don't have any other option, which I feel is a little bit stupid. But I obviously am smart enough to understand that I do need to get a mask. Can I borrow your hood? I promise I'll bring it back. Woedica hood. You can't be serious. Yes, I am.
All right then.
If this is where I need to be, this is what I need to do. Okay. And we put on a hood. We don't look creepy at all. Continue into the chamber alone. possibly go wrong? Several shrouded figures are lined up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns towards you. You are late, attendant. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low voice and in the sudden silence of the others in the chamber. Okay, so I should have said, "You are late, attendant."
I've been waiting on your reports.
That's not low.
Quickly now. State your name and purpose.
My name belongs to the guards and my hand to their service.
What company do you seek?
Seek company of shadows, and that our labors remain secret. I thank the game that they are doing this, that as long as I have had that discussion, this is the only option, so I don't need to actually choose.
Tell me of your labors.
To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the guards have buried. We are now just trusting that the initiate actually remembered.
How do we know your purpose?
You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles and located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin.
Does he wait still?
Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man, his hair matted but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Yes. He waits still.
Did they arrive?
The Acolyte's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay and to a town in the wilderness and with watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads Deerford. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloaks and hoods. An image of ruins suddenly looms in your mind. Two skeletal effigies flank a cleft in a mountainside. Did they arrive? Two skeletal effigies. Wait a minute, what is cleft? Cleft means opening. So they are like guards. They're standing in an opening. Vision takes you out of... Did they arrive? Flank cleft in a mountainside. Interesting. I think that's a no. No one arrived. They were already here.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
I don't even know what I was answering on. Now, for your next task. The ruins fade from your mind and interplace palimpsest of a neighborhood. Rundown estates are coupled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower a man hunched over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about him.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
The Acolyte shows you a door in the base of the tower, seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. But then she shows you the invisible split between the perfectly matched halves, and you understand how the copper veins convert a command into action. The command comes to your mind, a surprisingly familiarity about it. You know how to open the door. Okay. Have you any questions, attendant? A lot of experience. They said I shouldn't be asking questions. Show me the prisoner. Could I see the visions of the ruins again? So is this telling about things? Telling about things that has happened, like my soul talk visions or something else. I'm still gonna ask what's this place and who are you, even if it's bad. This is what remains of the Temple of Woedica. The fires of revolution destroyed everything above us and left the remains abandoned, perfect above purposes. Who are you? I'm its acolyte, that's all you need to know. Zemalf would win first place in the costume contest for best looking wizard, and all he had to have to do is show up. And I would arrive precisely when I mean to. Okay, remind me about the man in the tower. Coupled around the cemetery and ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets. Don't let him meet her. Could I see the vision of the ruins again? Two skeletal effigies flank left in the mountainside. And the prisoner? Building magnificent with trellises and tiles located in pristine boulevard. This must be in Defiance Bay. Wealthy and learned stroll in and out, trading knowledge and coin. He watches and waits, prisoner by choice. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. So I did find my way in, and now I'm basically investigating letting key activities. And I have 3 quests. Wealthy neighborhood that also housed misery and madness. Ancient tower near a cemetery. In a neighborhood filled with rundown estates. Okay. I think all of these are actually here. Right, and then we have the Deerford village where we already went to. But we would have something more from there. Okay. That is cool. just to test this out, I took that as a... That's what if I bring someone else in? Do they care? No. Then I can take the stuff. What is this? Ooh, that is pretty good. Okay, what is this? Is this some sort of lever? Okay. I take it. Oh, it's another way up. Okay.
Steady does it.
Yeah, kind of had to come here alone, but then I can just bring everyone in and go and check places. Okay, let's see where this takes us. I think it will be another path, or maybe just out from, so it's a shortcut. The Steward of Cardno has received a letter. Has received a letter for you. Oh. Okay, so there was a shortcut in here. That's cool.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Okay. Right, when you get this, they want to talk to you. Actually, Eder had it as well. Oh, you got a swollen eye from the... Did you die in one of the traps? And I didn't even notice. Yeah, I think Eder said something like way back, and I never talked to them. I should actually pay attention to that. Okay. That's the side quest. Ah, actually it's a White March triggered. White March DLC. Okay, Eder first. So let's talk to hopefully Matthew Mercer voice for a while.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. So then there'd be less of them.
So this probably appeared when we entered Defiance Bay. What do they call themselves, the dozens? Was 12 Durwarens stood outside Helgot's citadel waiting for Waitman to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb when they blew up Waitman with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything kills a living god, so you gotta name it. What do you have against dozens? The dozens. Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folk anyway. The dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale. They'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Makran too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but guards probably got rules against that kind of thing. Yep, people do hide behind symbols so that they can't be questioned. The dog's a reasonable man. Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have as many members if they called themselves the loudmouth sheepfuckers. True. Let's continue on. Good idea. Okay. Not enough Matthew Mercer voice acting in there, so let's do Aelith.
About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Okay, so you can tell me now. I meant no harm, and I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolved the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of some internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
Oh, I was expecting a voice line of the name. That would have been way cool, and a lot of character names recorded with the voice. Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen. Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
He grimaces, running his hands through his hair. I have none of her memories, Barath spared me that much. But her coarse manners and intolerable hill speaks, just provincial from a very, very long time ago. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflicts, when the fuse has burnt down and teeth are on the edge. And when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation, she just acts. She seems reckless. That's it exactly. Recall the way she goaded those villagers in the Gilded Vale? She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down, and trying to suppress that has been my problem for years. Is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although... Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
Maybe we should. If it's helpful for you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Okay, let's talk about something else. I'd like to know more about Isilmir. Such as... You said that you learned to hide her a long time ago. My mother instructed me to keep her secrets after she first emerged. She feared that knowledge of my awakening would render me an outcast. Even though Isilmir proved useful against my father, I trusted my mother's advice and I've since come to see the wisdom behind it. Meerwald is an extreme example, but one that I can relate to more and more each year. So when did she awaken? My father was a strict man. He expected the best from his only child and didn't tolerate failure. At times he could be rather adamant, particularly when he'd be drinking. Isilmir manifested on one such occasion. To be honest, I don't remember the specifics. Only that he was more careful with me after that. Could I talk directly to her? Her usurpations are uncomfortable enough. I'm not eager to invite her into my consciousness more than necessary. Alright. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. It's kind of it has the lore in this world, but it also kind of touches like illness of the mind, insanity, schizophrenia. That's very cool. That's very like as a character in game, as a companion from any game I have played, that's already like, well, literally more dimensions than many have. I like that. And also kind of mental health is something that's kind of a little bit and kind of surprisingly not much explored in games. Because I think it's partially also people don't necessarily want to think about that stuff too much when they are playing. But again, even that is kind of also tying the lore of the game is pretty cool. Okay, so we have things to do. We have things to do here in Defiance Bay. We have things to do outside, as we should go to Deerford village at some point. Should probably still take a look at things in here. As far as these quests go. Ancient tower near a cemetery. Filled with run-down estates. Locating the tower, asking around would be a place to start. Perhaps among the patrolling justicers who would know the city well. Well, we do know the ancient tower, but that was just ruins. Well, the neighborhood that also housed misery and madness. So there is the sanitarium, but this could also be the Heritage Hill, which is closed. As they are talking about the tower, there was a lighthouse which is also visible here on the map on Onra's Gift. So that could be one option. But maybe I'll just follow. Some random dialogue there. Let me talk to these justicars. Where are the mad kept in Defiance Bay? Brackenbury Sanitarium. Oh, you actually gained experience for that. There's a man, if you want to call him that, Ethelmore there. He's head warden. If you're visiting and checking yourself in, he's the one to talk to. I'm also looking for a neighborhood with a tower. It's near a cemetery. Best you stop looking then. The place you want is Heritage Hill. You can see the tower. Okay, so it was literal tower, not lighthouse. You see the tower over the district walls out of that way. Just the car points to the southwest or northwest. But something happened there. They don't let people in anymore, and none of the knights want to be posted anywhere close to it. Steer clear if you know what's good to be. Okay. Pretty solid experience from just two dialogues. Let me talk to this guy. Being assigned to the embassy in Defiance Bay in Mayor's honor. Okay, they were just having a flavor talk.
Hey.
I have not visited the Valian embassy here.
Feet heading nowhere.
Are you talking about us or these guys? Let me talk to this guy. Local politics only matter if they disrupt the flow of trade. You have business with the republics. Welcome to the Valian embassy. Only if there's like a normal book and it's not stealing, we will take it.
Hail, traveler.
What can this humble servant of the Republic do for you? What do you do here? As the Valian ambassador, my job is to ensure trade with the Durwood remains strong and profitable. If there's nothing else, I must return to my duties. Tell me about Valian republics. They are rich in all ways, in wealth, in style, and culture. If you were to go to the republics, you would not want to leave. Why would you? People are beautiful and charming. I'm here because the Songreta Ducala wished, but when my appointment is done, I will be on the first ship out, and I will sing from here to Selona. That's nice. Right.
Of course.
This whole region is Deerwood. Sometimes I gotta forget that. Are we allowed to walk about? Just quick save in case they attack us or something.
And what does the flame reveal?
Let's look for secrets while at it. Books.
Hey.
We are allowed to. Okay, so that would be a tougher lock. Okay. Well, I think the red lock means that it's stealing, or maybe it's just that you can't do it yet. Okay. $60 experience for just stepping in. Normally after 2 hours I would be taking a break. But, I will actually keep today's stream a little bit short. I mentioned a little bit of shoulder issues, and it's actually pretty good now. But I also do want to go lay down for a while and make sure it doesn't, basically keep it relaxed. I have a physiotherapy tomorrow, so hopefully I can find out what's happening with it. It's kind of must be some sort of nerve or muscle tightness kind of thing, but it's super weird. Never experienced, and it's kind of it's completely fine for a while, and then it's things like basically like 7 out of 10 pain, when 10 is something that would kind of put you down because of how big the pain is. So it's pretty bad when it hits. Luckily it's not been hitting now. But yeah, also I think this is a good moment because we kind of did one part, we did the catacombs, and now we can continue with the side quests and going around Defiance Bay. So this is a good moment also to take a break. And then continue next weekend. Hopefully with a little bit more relaxed mind from my parts, not having to think about the shoulder. Yes. Thanks for watching. This was almost like a normal Let's Play episode length, and I'll continue Pillars of Eternity on Saturdays and Sundays going forward, and Thursdays and Fridays playing turn-based tactics games, currently XCOM Files. Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of miscellaneous days. Right now, for you guys watching live, tomorrow and then the day after, I'll basically decide a little bit based on my shoulder. That's will I stream. If the physiotherapist figures out tomorrow and tells me, and we can have some sort of plan how to fix this and what I need to do, then I will probably stream tomorrow, but at latest on Thursday, and Pillars of Eternity again next Saturday. So with that, thanks for this. Have a good rest of the Sunday and start of the week tomorrow, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.